We're so excited to be here with Rodrigo, the founder and CEO of Neewz.ai, an amazing, amazing project that we've had the privilege of working together on. So I'm going to hand it over to Rodrigo. Would love to hear more about you and your amazing background. I know you're extremely, extremely impressive. So please share.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I am Rodrigo Gonzales, saying hello from Tel Aviv. I am a media entrepreneur, international influencer with over 20 years of experience in the digital and media industry. I was born in Chile. Me and my family experienced anti-Semitism, which led us to make Aliyah to Israel. Later on, I served in Golani Special Ops, was injured during the Second Lebanon War. Right after that, I was asked to become an official spokesperson for Israel in Spanish. And then was the moment I realized how powerful communication can shape the way people see the world. Over the years, I've built a creative agency that works with the global brands like Amazon, AWS, Google. I've won international awards in TV and documentary filmmaking. Media and communication is my life.
First, thank you. So, as I mentioned, you have started this amazing new company called Neewz.ai. If you can just, in one sentence, summarize what is Neewz.ai?
Neewz.ai is the world first verified UGC marketplace, user-generated content, helping creators and media channels discover, license, and publish real, authentic, verified content that build impact and trust.
Amazing. So let's take it back a little bit. Can you explain more about the exact problem that you're solving, or the problem that you were able to identify that then led you to wanting to, start?
Yes, I think that at News AI, we're dealing with one of the biggest problems in the world today. I think one of the biggest problems of society, and it's the information industry. We all know how dangerous is and how much damage can cause misinformation and disinformation. At the same time, we're solving a huge challenge for creators. I think it's the most powerful voices online today by giving the news, giving them the access to verified, trustworthy content that actually drives engagement and help them to have and get revenue from the amazing and important work.
And so then let's talk a little bit more about the actual solution, the platform that you've developed. Can you speak more on that?
We're using the most advanced AI technology that we have today, and we put all these things together also with community and the power of the crowd to reinvent a broken model, the supply chain of news content. We're building a marketplace, okay, that allow people to discover authentic, verified content created by real people on the ground, UGC, user-generated content. And on top of that, we really help influencers and media companies, giving them all the tools that they need for insight, AI-powered personalization. You know, it's not just content that we give and shared with the publishers, media creators, and media companies. It's also knowledge, credibility, speed, everything that you need in one place to have successful content and the impact that you need when you create news and content that it's relevant to information.
Amazing. So can you explain how it works? Like, let's say you're a creator and you're using the platform, what would it look like? And also what would it look like for other stakeholders who would use the platform as well?
Yes, you know, not many people know, understand how the news world work, okay? Maybe it's also an opportunity to explain the problem. When a news event happen in the world, news agency, okay, this is the old way to create news. All news agency are the one that need to take the photo, share the content, what is going to be the narrative, how we will tell the story, and then they share with the media outlets and then with the public. So So the main problem is that 3, 4 organizations, Al Jazeera, AP, Reuters, AFP, control the source of media content. If you're a creator, if you're an independent journalist, if you are just a person that wants to tell a story that depends on news, international news, you need to get access to this media, to photos and video. And today, you don't have the access. Neewz.ai give the access to everyone to get content, verified content from any event, news event, and in any topic in the world. So the first tool and the first thing is that we give to all this digital area, digital creators, the access to news content. And the second one, when they start to work with the platform, they get all the insight that we have from the AI tools that we develop and use to understand the content. Because one of the main features in Neewz.ai is the UGC, user-generated content, that content people create on the ground, and we take this content, we understand, learn and study the content, the metadata, all the process of the content, to give all the people and also to the creator content that it's verified with the right context and with the right storytelling. So people get the access to the content, and then they get the insight, the tool, how to publish, how to use your language, what's the right content and the right narrative for your audience. And we help to create, and we help creators and media outlets to grow with all the insight and all the data and all the understanding that we have from the content and from the specific event they want to deal with.
So important. And I think it's really an amazing model. So I'm curious, even from, you spoke about your background earlier on. So I would love to hear, like, why, how, this obviously is something that's very close to your heart. What led you to want to solve this problem? A lot of times, especially when you're going to investors, they're really investing in the person. When they see that this isn't just, a specific problem that a founder just came up with, but was actually a problem that they have experienced, and it hits so close to home.
It's not one thing, it's many. It's really maybe all the experience that I have as a media person, also an entrepreneur, and maybe we can say also as a Jewish that live in diaspora and now in Israel. But I think the first time that I walk in the red carpet in Cannes, my first award as a documentary filmmaker at the age 25, it's made me realize and really understand the power of communication. I have, as I said, I have really deep experience in media, content, storytelling, marketing, building creative teams and also tech teams. But I really feel today that Neewz is my life mission. I don't know, like many Jewish people, minorities, or maybe some creators and influencers that ignored by the mainstream, we need today new model how we consume information, how we share information, how we check the reality, how we check if it is true or not. And I really believe, that the young generation deserve better way of information. We need to change the old ways. We need to take technology and change this industry, because we can't continue when we know that only 4 organizations control how we think about relevant and important issues in the world. So I really feel it's my life mission to change that. And exactly as I told you, I don't know if all the 20 years experience in the media, I don't know if my personal story that I create a documentary film about my life, I don't know. But today I feel that this is a life mission, and we need to wake up, and everybody need to add and come join to the group of Neewz to change the way we consume information. We need to do it now.
For sure. Again, super important work. So now, I guess taking it back to the company itself, I would love to hear, you've so far what you've been building around this product has been amazing. So if you can share some of the milestones, can you share some of the milestones that you've hit to date?
Yes, I think one of the major milestones is the creator community we already built. With over 350 influencers, when we have more than 100 A-list influencers, are using our content and sharing it across Spanish-speaking world. Because today we work in Latam with many only in the Spanish-speaking world. And in the last month alone, our content, reached more than 25 million impressions in 1 month. And it shows the real demand for ground level UGC and the creator trust in the product that we build. So I think this is one of the most inspiring. I don't know even how to say that, because it's so unique that so many people believe in what you build and believe in your mission, that it's really, really, really amazing. And I think this is one of the most important part that as a founder, creator, as a one that have a dream, it's really amazing to see so many people share your content, use your platform, use your tool, use your technology, and believe in you.
For sure. And so what's on the horizon for you guys?
Okay, now we deal with influencers and digital creators, but our next goal is to expand to small, mid-sized local media channels. These teams struggle with limited time, budget, and access to international content. That's a massive market, and we solving this problem and this unique pain point that they have can create real value. And we are talking here about big numbers and big impact in the narrative, and also the discussion in the world about many topics that people need to understand what happened now.
And so a lot of the people that will, our network that will be listening to this, we have a lot of investors, a lot of founders, a lot of startup operators, a lot of people within the ecosystem, primarily between the US and also in Israel. Thank God we have this amazing network that a lot of people like to be able to help out and support each other. What's a message that you would want to leave, our network, if they can be of any help to you in any way, whether again, investors, potential partners, and whatnot?
Yes, I think like many growing companies, we have 3 top priorities. The first one, strategic partners. If you want to be part of something that change how the world see and change formation, Neewz.ai is your place. Second one, industry professional, journalist, media expert, people that want and really care about and want to help us bring true stories to the world. Neewz.ai is your place. And obviously, investors. We have really amazing investors and amazing community and amazing pipeline, but we especially look for and we want to connect people and investor that it's important for the, like YPO community. We want people that help us to found and grow this mission. We're building really strong team and dedicated team that believe in this journey and want to change this industry. Because again, I really believe this is the time to take technology and disrupt the news industry. It's super important. We need to do it now. So who believe in this journey, believe in this purpose, and want to help, it's for me an honor to onboard you on our team.
Sure. And specifically around the raise that you're doing, do you want to share any information about that for any investors that would be listening? How can people get in touch with you?
So I would be happy if we can share my details. Rodrigo, Neewz.io. This is my email. You can obviously find me in the social media. I'm high profile Spanish influencer, so it's easy to find me, Rodrigo Gonzales Israel, and you can find me talking about the problem and the media bias.
Thank you so much. So we work with a lot of founders, and it's usually around, they all are kind of feeling a similar pain point around the story and whatnot. And I really want to understand from you, straight from the source, take it back, let's say a few months ago before we met, what was the pain point that you were really facing as a founder that led you to want to work with LionRun or work with someone like us? I would love to really hear and understand kind of what was the thought process and what was kind of going on through your head during that time.
All the founders and startups and the tech teams always struggle with many things. When we start this journey, we start with a presentation and storytelling that create us really amazing pipeline of investors. But we understand in some point that we need to create storytelling that it's more international and global level, and we need to refine our messaging for VCs and also, to the American audience. So then I saw a post with you talking about this, and then I go to make a research, and I saw that you work with many Israeli companies and bring them to the US market, and then I come to your event, and I understand that I want to work with these guys, professional, understand the US market, and we start to work together. But the main struggle or the main pain point was to create a narrative and with the right language for the American audience and American business.
And I know we're still in the process of working together, but I would love to hear from your point of view, as honest, as candid as you would like it to be. Would love to hear kind of how the process has been on your end.
Yes, we are still in process, so I am not leaving you that quickly. Yeah, you need to suffer more time with me. But
We love working with you, really.
no, I really like your team, really. I think the whole process, and this is one of the key messaging for you as a CEO. I think the whole process is super organized. Really, really, no time is wasted. Everything runs on schedule. I think the team structure is really solid, and the people are so dedicated, and that's really helping to move all this forward quickly, because we are in a startup and tech industry, everything needs to run fast. So you need people that need to be dedicated, organized, and know the process. And I think this is the one of most important thing that your team and you manage really amazing.
Thank you so much. And maybe if you can also share like this kind of more specific of like, we did, some deck materials, we did, which also incorporates the whole storytelling, also the financials, because you have to intertwine both and make sure everything's aligned. And we obviously hope that those materials really capture the essence of what you guys are doing, and it's really amazing. I mean, and again, we're still in the process, but like, do you feel like, or how do you feel like this, going through almost like this exercise, obviously in addition to obviously having the end deliverables, do you feel it has really addressed those pain points, or kind of that, the challenges that you were facing prior to working together?
I think, the moment that I understand that this is really professional team, okay, it was at the beginning, I have experience with many creative teams, and I did process like this many times before. But when we start to work together, was a time that I said to me, okay, that's nice, these people are professional. It was at the beginning, Beck and Mia said to me, we want to learn more your product. We want to learn and study more your audience. We want to understand what is the pain point and what is the exactly messaging. And it not was a buzzword. They really understand and go to study the product. And they take 3-4 days, maybe it was even a week, and they came the next conversation, and they understand news sometimes better than me. So I think this is really unique, and this can show you as a founder that need to choose your vendor, and the people that will go in with you, and obviously it's really important because your team create my face. They create my how I will look in the eyes of investors. So you need to choose really the right team because this is how you will look, how you will hear, what is going to be the story, and you have only one meeting and sometimes 10 minutes with investors. So you need to be super sharp and super right. And I think the moment that your team take a week to study the solution, the product, and the customer for News was the moment that changed everything.
And we're also open to any sort of feedback or like areas of improvement, or would love to understand too. I know you're very knees deep from the founder's perspective. So, is there any other areas of improvement or any more value that we can also continue to be able to add to founders?
I said that before, and I will continue to say that. I think this is my advice also to founders, and I think it's something that you need to continue to keep and maybe to do it better with the time. One of the things of the asset that we have, and we have, just one time, it's time. Because you can't get back time. So you don't have time. As a founder, you don't. And you need everything quick and you need everything fast. So you need the people that can take this problem, that it's time, okay, and give you the solution, give you the right solution. And I think this is one of the important value and the important thing that you lead, and you need to, and it's something that we need to continue, because manage my narrative, my visual, if it's going to look red, purple, we can change. And in product life, it's changed many times. Okay, we saw Nike change the name, the logo, many times. But when you coming into an office or into a team that you trust, and they say, don't worry, it's be okay. We have 1 month and we do it the best way we can, and they manage this time. This is something that you don't find in many places. And this is really important because it's show for me as a professional person that they control, they manage, they think, they continue, they give you the feedback, and they also can give you the feedback as a people that look at the product from outside and know you as a founder. Every day talk about your product and your audience and how you go to market and all these problems. And then come these amazing guys and said, okay, let's look at different, let's try to think different, let's try to do it that without pressure, with time, and they manage all the process. So I think this is really amazing thing that you manage, and you need to continue to do that.
Thank you so much. I mean, it really means a lot, and I think that's the value that we're really trying to give. It's like, it allows you to focus as a founder on your business, on the important things, because a lot of these other aspects, that comes with building out the story, understanding how to approach investors, how to go about, and again, it's sometimes not only for specifically investors. It's like they can be for a variety of different purposes, but it allows you almost to like relinquish that task, that burden, and allow us to say, okay, it's okay, we got it, trust us, and follow the process. And
exactly.
It's like, and we a lot of times we see if like a founder almost wants to like cut the process, it also inhibits like what the outcome's going to be, because it's the creative process to be able to get to the core, the essence. But regardless, it's supposed to allow you to kind of take that off your plate.
But I 100% agree with you. But I think there's something more, and it's also relevant about Mia and Jack. I think that from the beginning they give, or they show, or they give you the trust, and this is again about the process. Follow the process, because they follow the process, they know the process, they have the experience, they meet many founders. So when you came in, you feel, okay, now it's okay. I can trust this guy. They can lead this project, and this is really Sometimes it's something it's really difficult to build. One of the main value of news is trust, because the main problem today with news is nobody trusts news. Everybody knows that news is biased, so we need to build trust in news. Nobody wants to be today journalists. Nobody wants to create news because say no, people don't consume news. So trust is something so difficult. And your team and your humble attitude give to founder feels trust, and they can give you to lead the process without ego, just to be part of the process and enjoy of the process and the journey.